Hi guys, it's Carissa and today I'm going to do the spring tag, and it is a perfect day for this because it's one of the first spring-like days where I live, and for some reason instead of spending it outside I'm talking to you guys, but I'll get this done real quick and then go enjoy the sun while it's here. Number one, favorite spring polish. Well, these have been my two favorites lately and I have a feeling that's not going to change anytime soon. They're both relatively long wearing, one more so than the other. The first is the Deborah Lippmann polish in La Vie en Rose. And Deborah Lippmann does have a set of top and base coat that makes this like a gel polish, so it lasts longer than the average polish. It does not last longer than this little bugger right here though. This is the Formula X by Sephora. I talk about it all the time. This is the color Unmistakable, and this is a perfect like Martha Stewart blue. I do have it on my nails right now and it grew out. It didn't even chip. It's starting to chip now, but just to extend the style, I put some glitter polish in by the cuticle and covered up the areas where it grew out, and it's been on for a week and a half now. 2, what is your must-have lip color for spring? Well, this year it is going to be the NYX Butter Glosses, and I have two current favorites right now. Right now I'm wearing Vanilla Cream Pie, and I also really love Peaches and Cream. These are just awesome. They feel really lightweight, but they're not sticky, and they have a really pleasant fragrance to them. And the formula is just, it's pretty much perfect. So you won't go wrong if you do purchase one of these. I also have it in the color Creme Brulee, and this one might be my favorite. It's kind of a nude color. Usually nude colors look awful on me, but this is a good one. If you don't really want too much color, you can try this one first. 3, show us your favorite spring dress. It's right here. Just kidding. I don't really wear dresses. I don't have a lifestyle really where I would wear dresses. In the summertime, I'm much more likely to, or skirts maybe with like a tank top, but right now, I ain't wearing no dresses. 4, what is your favorite flower? Well, if we are talking about springtime, I'm going to have to go with tulips. My grandmother used to have this giant patch of tulips in her yard. When I was a little kid, she worked really hard on it every year, and it was just every color of tulip you could imagine. And it was really densely packed. It was this big giant circle in her side yard, and I know that it made her happy. I know she was really proud of it, and seeing tulips makes me happy. It's bittersweet because it makes me think of her, and I don't know if that'll ever stop being a painful or sad thing to me, but they make me feel like that's something that she enjoyed, so I like to have it around. So I've been buying tulips at the grocery store like every week or week and a half, and putting them on my kitchen table and getting to look at those every day. It makes me happy. Number 5, your favorite spring scarf or accessory? Well, I'm wearing my favorite spring scarf. I actually have 2 of them. I got them on Look. I have this one that's blues and lavender color, like the cool colors. And then, surprise, surprise, I have one that's pink and coral and a little bit tan also. I really like these because they're nice and lightweight, and they have a little bit of everything. They've got some paisley and some animal print. I think they're a lot of fun. I also have to say though, spring starts my really girly obsession. I really love, I always used to joke and call it grandma chic. Like I like the look of kind of old-fashioned earrings, but with like a modern twist. So I picked these up at Forever 21 a long time ago. 6, what spring trends are you most excited about this year? Probably the one that I'm the most curious about and that I want to try and pull off the most is a beauty trend, and that is the orange lip. I don't have any orange toned lipsticks because I think that the ones that I've had in the past were too red, and I would need something that had a little bit of a cooler tone to it. I do have from last summer a Smashbox lip gloss in electric orange that I think that I could do just kind of as a practice and wear that a little bit until I find a lipstick that I like, but that's something I definitely want to give a shot. I think that it could be really fun paired with a really muted face, you know, maybe just a neutral eye and a really bold lip. I think that could look really great. 7, favorite spring candle. This has been a staple at Target for a couple of years now, I'm pretty sure. And it's the Sweet Spun Sugar. It's a scented soy candle. And it's so light and delicate smelling, but it has a slight sweetness to it. If you've watched videos of mine, you know that that's very appealing to me. I don't really like heavy florals or anything too sickening. I think it's just a nice scent to, freshen up the room. And I'm also a big fan of Scentsy, so this time of year is when I start breaking out my Kahiko Hula. Did I say that right? Kahiko Hula. It is, it smells so good. It's so tropical smelling. It just makes me think of a tropical drink with like mango and strawberry and just maybe a little bit of rum. I'm just kidding, I don't drink. 8, favorite body spray or perfume for spring. And I will tell you that one of the only body splash type products that I can still get away with wearing, I wear so sparingly that I don't know if they even sell it anymore. I mean, you could probably tell by the packaging it's really old, but I don't use very much of it at all. This is the Vanilla Lace fragrance by Victoria's Secret. And I do really love this, but I only spray 1 or 2 little spritzes every time I use it. So I've had this for a really long time. This is like 6 or 7 years old. But it still smells really good and it still does the trick. So 9, what is spring like where you live? I live in upstate New York and I am between the Buffalo and Syracuse area. And spring is not very nice where I live. Unfortunately, it's typically very, very rainy. We do have a handful of nice days with like a cool breeze and the sun out, but for the most part, it's awfully gray and rainy, and it's pretty much always like that. And then it goes straight from that to just unbelievable heat and humidity in the summertime. So we do get a lot of rain in the summer here too, I feel like, compared to other areas that have 4 seasons. I think that that's just kind of how it goes here. But I don't mind because it makes for nice nap weather. Number 10, what is your favorite thing about spring? Well, I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that I was born in the spring. So my birthday falls in the spring, and that's, I guess, like when you're a little kid, that's something to look forward to. But to me, I think that the things that I like about spring, everybody can agree on, regardless of when their birthday is. I just think that there's something about how renewing it all is, and seeing all the green come back and seeing the flowers and the woodchucks come out and the squirrels and hearing the birds in the morning. There's something so beautiful about that. And there is that one morning, every single year where you wake up and you walk outside and you can smell, you're like, I know it's spring now. You can just tell by the way it smells outside. It's just such a refreshing thing coming out of a long gray winter, and I think that's really welcoming. Number 11 says, are you a spring cleaner? Well, I think that's the definition of the kind of person I am. I like to keep things relatively tidy, but when stuff gets really scrubbed down, it's like in bursts, in short periods. Not necessarily just for spring, but I tend to wait and like really give stuff a good clean and then, maintain in between. I know some people need to clean like that every time they clean, and I'm just not like that. I feel like life is too short and there's too much other stuff that you could be doing and enjoying rather than dusting your shelves all the time. And 12 says, any plans for spring break or an upcoming vacation? And it's a question like this that starts to show my age a little. But you know what I want to do for spring break this year? I want to get pregnant. Is that like the last thing that most people who are like of age to do this tag would say? Yes, I am hoping very, very much so that I get pregnant this spring. So there's that. And on that note, I'm going to go. I will leave these questions below. I am going to tag Kristen, Green Eyed Lady 84. She has done a couple of tags that I've done already, so you're next, girl. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Checked yesterday out of curiosity to see if I even had enough to do a video, and turns out I think I do.